Well, hi everyone and welcome to the channel. So hands up if anybody knows what this is. This little blue box in here. I'm sure a lot of you will own these. This is the Pegasus Power Box Advance. Now I've got 3 of these and I have been having some issues with my power boxes. In fact, at one point or another, all 3 have been giving me some problems. Now recently, this one, I had to get it fixed. What was happening is the power inlet, the cable is so wobbly, and when I went to plug the cable in, the actual socket inside the box just came right off and it fell inside the box somewhere. So I sent it back. Actually, Astro took it back and they soldered it back on for me, which obviously made it a lot better. But that's not all. I've got problems also with the do-band sockets here. They are so wobbly. Again, both of those are really wobbly, and I've been having trouble with those cutting out. Now, a couple of times I come down in the mornings and I found ice across the end of the scope here because the do-band hadn't come on, and so obviously I lost a lot of subs because of that. And due to the power inlet here being so loose, every time the rig used to slew and one of the wires would move, it would completely disconnect all the power. So it would just basically ruin everything. I'd have to reset it and start again, or if it was doing a meridian flip in the middle of the night when I'm in bed asleep, I'm not going to know what's happened. So the whole thing just stops. That's it. For the money, I would expect a lot better quality. So what I've done, like a few other people have done, I've bought myself this little gadget here, the SV BONY SV241. It's a DC USB hub box. Now I'm going to be very interested to see how this compares to the Pegasus power box. I want to give it a fair go. I want to put it on the rig and I want to use it, and I want to give it a chance to develop a fault if it's going to develop a fault. I mean, the Pegasus power box used to work fine when I first put it on, but after a few months it started to go wrong basically. So I want to see how this little box here performs, because I'm going to be very interested to see value for money, what you get with this little bit of kit here. I mean, this unit here cost me, including delivery, £49 from the States. And the Pegasus power box cost me £260. So the mathematicians amongst you will know you can buy 5 of these to 1 Pegasus power box. So if this turns out to be a great bit of kit, then SimonsAstro has got something to worry about, I think, because SV BONY are going to take over the market, especially the way they're priced. I mean, £49 including delivery. That's just incredible. Okay, I know it hasn't got all the same features as the Power Box Advance. It doesn't have the dedicated do-bands, but what it has got, it's got obviously the DC in, 12 volt DC in. It's got your USB B PC connection here. It's got 2 USB 3.1s and a USB 2. There's another 2 USB 2s, 5 volt out. These are no data transfer on these, but he's got 6 DC 12 volt outs. These are 5.5 per 2.1s. 6 of those. So oh, and it's also got a USB-C connection. So it's got loads of connectivity, and I'm going to be really keen to get this on the rig and see how it performs. So the next time you see this rig, it will have this SV BONY box on it. Can it do the job? Well, we will find out. Right, so this is the rig that's going on here tonight. This is the Astro FRA 400, and in there I have the new SV BONY SV241 power box. We're going to see how this performs tonight. So let's get that on the mount. Let's just check the balance. Yeah, that's good. So here we have the Jackery 500 Explorer. Just plug that in. Get the power on. We've got power to the mount, and we've got power to the ASIR. So, any second that'll boot up. We get the iPad switched on. Right, so if you can see in here, the only thing that the SV BONY doesn't have is an outlet for this type of plug for a do strap. Unlike on the Pegasus power box, it's got a couple of those dedicated do heater outlets. The SV BONY doesn't have that. However, I've ordered this adapter and it turned up today, and what you do is you plug that into there and it converts it to a 5.5 by 2.1, which I can now plug in to the normal 5.5 by 2.1 outputs, which I've now plugged that in. So theoretically now that should now be powering this do strap. So you haven't got the control on it, it's either basically on or off. However, if it's on, it's going to do its job. So just want to see how that performs. So this little adapter was only, I think it's about £2.50. So let's see how that works. The other do strap I've got is plugged in via USB on the other side. Okay, let's get this iPad connected and let's go into Wi-Fi. There it is, ASIR. We've already got the blue tick on it. So now let's go to the app and hit enter. Right, so we're in. So just got to let it get dark enough and then I can hopefully power a line. So I've just got time to water the garden while I'm waiting for it to get dark. We've had a bit of a heat wave here in the southeast of England for the last few days. It's been reaching 30 degrees, so the garden definitely needs a little water. Mind you, I've got to be careful not to get my equipment wet. Just realised I've been spraying a bit too close to my tripod. Well, I can report that both do bands are on. This is nicely warm. So this adapter here is definitely working, and the SV BONY SV241 is definitely managing to power the two do bands. And once we get this rig actually going, hopefully we'll manage to power everything else. The camera's going at the moment. I've already tested it, it slews the rig perfectly. There's no problem with the mount slewing. So see how it works all night. It's going to be going all night, and well, I say all night, it's going to be going till about 3 in the morning, and then it's going to park and switch off. Right, so it's now dark enough hopefully to power a line. Let's get this sorted. So we're power aligned, and I'm now going to slew the rig round to the target. And the rig is slewing with no trouble at all. That power box is definitely managing this setup, no trouble at all. Very soon my observatory roof is going to open, and that rig will slew around to its target, and that target tonight is the Crescent Nebula. Right, we've got less than a minute for the observatory roof to open. So I've had to bring the rig in the observatory because it's raining, but I've now used this a couple of times, and so far the SV241 power box has been working flawlessly. I plan to continue to use this, and I will do another review after several months of use and just see if it's still working as it is at the moment. So I can honestly say that for the price, value for money, what you get with this little power box is excellent, and I can highly recommend it. So please enjoy the image that I've taken with this rig, and as always, I wish you all clear skies.